Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome back to JK's Corner. I hope you are well. It's very nearly the end of Ramadan. Well, I haven't done a video like this in a very long time, but there is a topical film on Netflix that has prompted me to do this video. On my channel, I talk about healthy eating, healthy living. I talk about new migrants to usually from Nigeria to the UK. I also talk about family life, especially for those migrants living abroad. I really do hope these are some of the things you like to see on YouTube. And if they are, please give me, subscribe to my channel. I haven't done a video like this in a very long time. However, due to the topical drama on Netflix, I thought this is in my area of remit, things I talk about on YouTube usually. I thought I'll share my own opinion, especially for the Nigerian community that are recently moving to the UK. Many of us migrated for economical reasons to make better living, better life for ourselves and our children and our families in general. So I understand that to a degree, we may not have the kind of help we had back home with childcare support and family support that we had back home. It's mainly down to you alone dealing with all of that, and it can be overwhelming. So, if you are a parent today's time, please, I think it's very essential that we all watch that drama on. It's a three-part drama. It was recorded in real time. It's called Adolescence on Netflix. Please watch it. If you have children who are 12-year-olds at least, I want you to watch it with them as well and ask them questions. We do not have the language that they have. Kids have different languages to us, so we need to be able to learn to understand things that they are hearing on the playground, around other friends. We need to be aware of the kinds of languages they are using when we are not there. I have a couple of videos on parenting. I will link them up here for you to see. So please click on them because I still agree with all of the things I said in those videos. For this video was prompted due to that topical Adolescence on Netflix. It's made headlines in the papers here in the UK. It's broke records or something. How many people have watched it in the UK? How many people have watched it in the US? That's how much traction it's gained because of the nature of the drama. So please, there are some things that maybe we don't necessarily need to be joining the hype of. And usually I try not to join in hype of things. But this one, I made an exception. I watched it because after hearing it on the news, what they were talking about in magazine programs, I thought I definitely have to watch it and give my own opinion and my own two pence into this discussion. Within the first 5 minutes of the show starting, I was already in tears. Murder is a terrible crime. However, I did not realize that for the police to try and make an arrest of someone who has been accused of murdering someone in their homes, they actually break down the doors. So that really was really woo. And then seeing the young boy being taken away and at the police station, how they were processing him. Oh, you really have to watch this. In a murder case, even though he was 13, they kind of like processed him as an adult. So that's the reason I'm saying get your kids to watch it as well, so that they understand the law. You cannot afford to raise your children, especially if they are boys, without making them aware of the law. Let them know the laws, the guidelines of the city you are living in. Let them know what they could be doing that is going to potentially get them into trouble. And this isn't to say that, oh no, my kids aren't like that. No, it showed us that it's not a certain group of people only that can be affected by this kind of thing. So it's not a case of no, my kids are this or that. No, watch it and make your own informed decision how you want to raise your kids, because it's very important. While these parents thought they were doing the best, they didn't raise their children the way their parents raised them. This man will say that my dad used to beat me a lot when I did something bad, and I definitely said, and I said I wasn't going to do that to my kids, and I didn't do that to my kids. However, somehow they went wrong in their parenting. And Society would make us lay blames on the parents' doorsteps. Rightly or wrongly so, I'm not sure. But I think as parents, we have a great deal to do towards it as well. So when you're going out to work that 12-hour shift constantly, who is who is raising your child? Who is raising your children? Are you actually talking to them, understanding what is going on in the society? You cannot feign ignorance and say, I'm too busy. You must be present in what is happening around your children. Issues like this will definitely break up a family because it's an overnight turn in how your family dynamic work. So, like I said earlier, you should you must make your children watch it as early as if they are 11, 12. They must watch this show with you. Then you start talking. Teach them about the law from when they start secondary school. Teach them about the law, what could get them in trouble, the kinds of friends that could get them in trouble, and then remind them at the start of every school year, you are not doing too much. You are taking care of your family. Like I said earlier, remember, you need to know how these children speak. All those emojis, they mean something different to us. You know, when we do red love hearts, yellow love hearts, we send it in text, or brown love hearts. Apparently, they all mean something totally different to the to children. So you can, as long as your children are going to be mingling with other children, you cannot feign ignorance. You cannot claim that, you know, for maybe religious reasons, you are not going to be aware of what's going out there. You are not going to do this, you're not going to do that. Some people are choosing not to have televisions in their houses. You know, for whatever reason, they're trying to minimize all these distractions. I am not against it. All I am saying is that whatever age your children are, as long as they're old enough to start having external influences, so children from other homes who you don't know who their parents is, no matter how religious you think, or no matter how much in sync some other parent values are, you fully don't know. So, or except you only live in that cocoon with that family. But if your child is going to be mixing with the children of this other family, you have to be sure that this other family that your children is mixing with, or your child is mixing with, that they are also mixing with other children of, however, you know, other children of people that you share the same values with. But if they're going to school, so you have to be sure to understand the language. You have to make yourself available to your children so they can talk to you when there's any problem. Make them understand that you are their safe space. They can come to you, they can talk to you anytime about anything. It's very important, especially in this day and age we live in. While that show focused heavily on male role models, how it has affected young boys of that age, it's very important for us to also understand that there are influences out there as well that are seeping into the lives of our children, our daughters. This boy has a persona that his parents totally did not have any idea about, did not have any idea about it at all, that this is the kind of son that they are raising or they are living with. His mom said something that I'll walk past his room at 1 a.m. at night and the lights will still be on, or maybe either the lights will still be on, or maybe she can see that the reflection from his phone is still on or something. But the way I see it, if you have teenagers, why are they taking their phones to bed with them at night? Because apart from them learning things that you may not necessarily want them to learn online, the fact is, if they are being bullied in school, if they take their phones to bed with them at night, the bullying continues online. So you need to be able to make them, give them a time where they can cut that bullying. Because when this bullying happens in school, and maybe it happens on their phone at home and all that, but if you take the phone away from them, they get a chance to at least get a break from that. So I would really want every single parent, please, to watch that show with your child or children, and inshallah, where needed, make adjustments to how you are parenting your children. We definitely need more positive online role models for our kids. However, we also need to be better role models. Again, role modeling includes things like, if you are working too many hours and not giving your child or children enough attention at home, what message is that sending to that child? Is your child coming to you with something and you say, I'm so tired, I haven't got the time to deal with this right now? So we need to change that. We need to make sure that these children, we are not making them go online so much. I know that we live in a society now where going online is such a massive thing, but we have to make sure that there is a balance. They shouldn't take their phone to bed with them at night. However, even during the day when they still have their phone, there should be a time where they are doing something other than being on their phone. For example, when they are not eating or maybe reading the Quran or studying, they could be painting, gardening, doing something totally not online and also not learning. Because yes, we all need something that is not always about learning. But again, hobbies are they called vocational education? Make sure that your children are engaged in something else other than being online and just formal studying. I really hope this lands well with you the way I intended it to. And I hope that this kind of narrative of how men are being negatively influenced online will start to decline, inshallah. So thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope to see you in my next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye bye.